Not sure to what end special counsel Jack Smith is seeking. I mean, it's important to know that nothing changed or nothing what they charged Trump with yesterday would actually disqualify him from running for office. But here's some of the charges they hit him with. Conspiracy to defraud the U.S., conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, conspiracy against rights. Weird. Also, after like 2.5 years of calling this an insurrection, not one charge for insurrection. There was none for sedition either, which ironically are the only two that would have kept him off the ballot and kept him from legally running again. This seems like a whole lot of nothing and obstruction of nothing. With crimes, though, there's two aspects required to charge a normal somebody not named Trump. First, you need intent. In simplest terms, if you intentionally run someone over with a car, you kill them, it's murder. You could go to jail for the rest of your life. But if you had no intent to run them over, it's manslaughter. You can even get off entirely. Intent matters. And so the bar for Jack Smith here is very high. He has to go into court and prove that Donald Trump believed he lost, yet said he won. The question in court will be, hey, former President Donald Trump, do you believe you won this election? He's going to say yes. The answer is definitively yes for him. Whether or not you disagree or agree with all this has no bearing here, folks. I believe Donald Trump looks at this and says, look, I filled 3 to 4 stadiums a day, and Joe Biden couldn't fill a hot tub on a Zoom call from his basement. This is a very reasonable observation for him. Jack Smith has nothing here. He cannot prove anything. The next aspect of this, there has to be someone harmed or damages. Jack Smith is claiming that the American people were damaged. This is a super broad claim, and I really don't think it'll get any conviction in any normal court. Maybe this one, who knows? But in this particular case, how do you measure those damages? Oh, they damaged the American people. Great, how? Joe Biden is in the White House and Trump is not. So the question would be, I guess, coming down the line as the damages to the Capitol on January 6th. But then Jack Smith has to prove that Trump was intimately involved and conspired to conduct that damage. I'm not a lawyer, and I feel like this case is really thin. All his tweets and speeches, they all point to the opposite, peacefully and patriotically. It's telling him to support law enforcement. The one claim is that he waited too long to tweet something out. First off, he didn't wait. Second, not doing something is not a crime. It's certainly not conspiracy against the United States, especially one that can lead to the death penalty. That is the ridiculousness of this indictment. It does include, as the furthest option if convicted, a death penalty. Insane. The silver lining now is discovery. And we've already found that Jack Smith may have lied in court and not produced all the documents that they said they did. Trump's team now gets everything. This includes Pelosi's denial of extra Capitol Police, Smith's interviews, all of the tapes and footage from the Capitol on January 6th, everything. This should be fun. He gets to go on the offense. But beyond the legal aspect of this, there's both social and political fallout. How does Jack Smith and Joe Biden, the man who pledged to unify the country, explain this away? The people in the media, the DOJ, and bureaucrats do not understand Trump supporters. They don't even understand Americans. We have an affinity for standing up for ourselves, at least normal Americans. If you're watching this show, you probably are. Trump embodies that. Love him or hate him, people always get behind a fighter. This indictment has really given people two camps for the next election: government corruption or equal standards for all. Think about that. How many Democrats have questioned elections in the past?
I do have one very affirmative statement to make. We won, but I didn't lose. I got the votes, but we won't know exactly how many because of how they cheated. I did win my election. I just didn't get to have the job. We were robbed of an election.
Without voter suppression, Stacey Abrams would be the governor of Georgia.
Trump knows he's an illegitimate president.
When it comes to his being president, is that finally we will see how illegitimate his victory actually was.
He's an illegitimate president. Trump knows he's an illegitimate president who got illegitimate foreign help. He knows he's an illegitimate president. So of course he's obsessed with me.
That doesn't even go back to Al Gore. I mean, believe it or not, the RNC compiled a full montage of just Democrats denying election results. is 24 minutes long. You can see the full clip on Newsmax.com, by the way. It's hilarious. Look, the left always falls back on, oh, well, that's whataboutism. Yes, it is. So? There's more evidence of Joe Biden being compromised by foreign sources than there ever was for Trump. But let's be honest. There is no crime that you can convict Trump of that will keep him off the ballot. Certainly not one that people are going to stop supporting him. And the more you try, the more support he's going to get. Deep state, bureaucracy, whatever you want to call it, does not understand the conviction of the people they are demonizing.